I refused to help my sister-in-law get her kids back from foster care. My brother's wife, Kelly, has been married to him since 2015, and it's been a disaster from day one. They fight constantly, cheat on each other, and basically make everyone around them miserable. But the worst part is how they treated their 3 kids. All 3 children have special needs, and Kelly and my brother Mike were supposed to take them to doctor appointments and therapy sessions. Instead, they were too busy destroying each other's stuff. I'm talking about Mike smashing Kelly's PlayStation with a hammer during one fight, and Kelly throwing his phone out their apartment window during another. The breaking point came when Child Protective Services got called to their house for the 3rd time in 6 months. Neighbors had been reporting screaming matches at all hours, and apparently someone saw Kelly throw a lamp at Mike through their living room window. But here's the part that still makes me sick. When CPS did their investigation, they discovered that their youngest son, Tommy, who was 3 years old, was completely deaf. He'd been trying to communicate with them for years, and they never bothered to notice. They just thought he was being defiant when he didn't respond to them yelling. CPS removed all 3 kids immediately. Tommy, plus his older sister Emma, who has autism, and their middle son Jake, who has ADHD. The social worker told Kelly and Mike that if they wanted any chance of getting their children back, they needed to separate, go to therapy, and prove they could be responsible parents. They lasted 2 weeks living apart before Mike moved back in. No therapy, no anger management, nothing changed at all. They kept making excuses about how expensive counseling was and how they didn't need some stranger telling them how to fix their marriage. Meanwhile, the kids got placed with this amazing foster family who actually knows how to handle special needs children. Tommy started learning sign language, and his whole personality changed. Emma began thriving with proper autism support, and Jake got on medication that actually helped him focus. Fast forward to last month, Kelly calls me crying, saying they finally got a court date to try to regain custody. She tells me their court-appointed lawyer said family character statements would really help their case. Then she asks the big question: would I write a letter saying they've changed and that I believe they're fit parents now? I sat there on the phone for like 10 seconds, just thinking about those kids and how much better they're doing in foster care. I told Kelly I couldn't do that because nothing had changed. She got defensive and started listing all these tiny improvements, like how they bought Tommy some basic sign language books and how they'd only had 2 big fights this month instead of 5. But I'd been to their apartment just last week. There were still holes in the walls from their fights. The place was a mess, and I watched Mike lose his temper over a video game while Kelly was on the phone trying to schedule a therapy appointment she had no intention of keeping. Kelly started begging me, saying the kids belonged with their real parents. She said the foster family was nice, but they weren't family. I told her the foster family was giving those children something she and Mike never could: stability and actual care. She hung up on me, but then started calling every other family member: my mom, my dad, my sister, even my grandparents, all asking for the same character statements. Nobody was willing to lie for them. We all knew those kids were safer and happier where they were. The foster parents had already started the process to adopt them, and honestly, we were all hoping it would go through. The court date was yesterday. Kelly texted our family group chat that they lost. The kids are staying with their foster family permanently. She blamed all of us for not supporting them. But we did the right thing. Those children deserved better than parents who couldn't even notice their own son was deaf.